cube head, hoodie. Got the cube head set up. So this is the Dayan Guhong Pro. It is the 55mm version with maglev. So I've heard pretty good things about this cube. Yes, I forgot that Dayan cubes do come pretty lubed up. Now let's zoom in. Let's do some first turns. Pretty lubey. I don't even think I locked up yet. Let's do another solve. $777. In a way, you can kind of feel that kind of plastic that you get from like the Guhong V4, but a bit more premium. I don't know how much better it would get with setup. Pretty controllable, at least when I'm doing just free turns. These sound like pretty good impressions so far, but I don't know if it will blow me away or if it will just stay just good. So this doesn't have repelling edge to the ball core magnets, but it does have ball core, it does have maglev, no adjustable magnets, and it has a pretty neat adjustment system. Pretty good for $20, I'd say. Brini, any comments?
Yeah. Use promo code Kadthecuber. Remember, 5% off on your purchase at thecubicle.org or .com.
That's right. I think one competitor of the Dayan Guhong Pro would be the RS3M V5. V5 is pretty up there in cubes that I like. How do these two cubes compare? Well, it feels kind of like the Guhong has a bit of a softer plastic. The V5 isn't necessarily harsh. It's less softer than the Guhong Pro. Is it a good thing? I wouldn't necessarily say it's better if it's softer, but it's an observation. That's all I'll say between these two cubes. If you want me to make a comparison of these two cubes, let me know in the comments. I'll let you know a bit more about it after I've messed around with the cube a bit more. This cube is so good. Hey guys, so we're gonna keep this review pretty brief, but yeah, this cube is a pretty good cube. I'd say in terms of feeling, you might find that it feels a bit similar to the Dayan Guhong V4, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's the most premium feeling cube. It is pretty soft, but yeah, maybe not the most premium cube I've ever felt. In terms of performance, I think this cube does perform pretty good. I can execute algorithms pretty smoothly sometimes. It is pretty fast, at least how I have it set up right now. You might find that it's a pretty glidey and momentous kind of cube. So one downside that you might find in this cube is kind of its speed, and part of that might come from the momentum that each turn has, but maybe that's something that could be alleviated with lube. Now, some of you might be wondering, how does this compare to the RS3M V5? The feelings are kind of different. This one maybe has a bit more of a softer feeling, and the RS3M V5 is a bit more harsher. The V5 might be maybe a bit more blocky, but in a different sense to the Guhong Pro. I will say, I did get my PB single of 4.61 on this cube, the Guhong Pro. So that's one thing I could say about this cube. But I wouldn't necessarily say that this is going to be my main. It is a pretty good cube, and if you want to pick it up, you can check the link in the description. And yeah, there's different versions of this cube, so be sure to check the other versions out on thecubicle.com. And yeah, if you're interested in coaching, of having me as your coach, then you can also fill out the form in the description below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Kadthecuber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.